Today I'm making my kids' favorite pasta. I don't even have a name for it, but it is definitely my kids' favorite pasta because it's good for the kids that are fussy eaters and non-fussy eaters, and I have two of those. The recipe consists of Parmesan cheese, ham, or bacon if you prefer bacon, frozen peas, onions, a butt of garlic, pasta, and my favorite, whipping cream. I buy a very, very simple, basic piece of cooked ham that's found in the bologna section, funnily enough. And all I do is I take the skin off the edge of the ham. So once I've taken the dark skin off like this, very simply, I cut the ham into little squares, bite-sized pieces. I started making this for my kids when they were little, so they had to be really little pieces, but if it's for adults, you can probably make them a little bit larger. And this is what we're going to add to our cream sauce. First, I warm up the whipping cream. It's actually one 500 milliliter container of whipping cream that I pour into the pot. And the key thing here is to keep it on low. You don't ever want to boil your whipping cream. And to the whipping cream, I add the butt of garlic that I've cut in half. And it's important to remember to take that butt of garlic out of the whipping cream when you start to add the other ingredients. So warm up the whipping cream and then get started with your onions in the frying pan like this. Add a tablespoon of olive oil. Turn on the burner and get the olive oil nice and warm, and then add your onions. And I'm going to cook these onions until they're nice and transparent. And then I'm going to put in the ham and get it nice and warm. Now adding my ham to the transparent onions to heat the ham up. And it's also, I always like to give the cream a little stir, make sure that it's there and not boiling. And I add a little bit of salt to the whipped cream to give it a little bit of flavor, but not too much. I'm trying to wean myself off salt because it's really not good for you. Keep stirring the ham and onions. You don't want the onions to brown. Once the cream is warmed up and the onions and ham look like they're very warm, I get the pasta water going, and I put the pasta into the boiling water. The trick to salting your pasta, I was taught by an Italian grandmother once, is to salt the boiling water. Make sure once the water is boiling that you add your salt, and then the salt doesn't sit at the bottom of the pot, and your pasta will be nicely salted. I pour the pasta in. I like to use these Bowtie pastas, because when the kids were younger, they thought they were fun, and also because it's a cream sauce, and there's a wider area for the cream to adhere to when you pour the sauce on it. Give it a stir. Put the hot top back on. Once the pasta water gets boiling, it's my clue to put the peas in with the cream. Now the peas have been frozen, so we do need to get them into the cream to warm them up, and they don't really need to be cooked because they're pretty much cooked as it stands, but it warms the peas up and warms them through. And this is a good time to try and find those buds of garlic and to take them out because they've been in there long enough. And if we add the ham, when we add the ham and the onions in, it'll be more difficult to try and find them and fish them out. So once the peas have thawed and have warmed up in the cream, I take the ham and onion mixture and I pour it all in with the cream. I'll just move this pot forward because it makes life a lot easier. And as you can see, we've gone from a frying pan, a pot, and a pasta pot on the stove down to 2 now. And soon we'll be down to 1. This is also a good time to add a little bit of grated Parmesan cheese, which I have right here. And this is a great little gizmo that I own. And you just grate the Parmesan cheese like this. Take the grater off, and presto, there it is. And so I dump a bit of that in to give it some flavor. I'd say about half a cup. And then give it a good stir. And your sauce is pretty much ready, so keep it on low. I'm now ready to combine the pasta with the pasta sauce. The pasta is cooked the way we like it, which is very well cooked. So first what I do is I put a little bit of pasta in the bowl, like this, and I add the sauce. And continue doing this until you get the consistency that you like. And depending on who's eating it and how much they like vegetables, you add them all or you don't. But we do love the way this looks. It's a healthy meal, all in one. Here you go. This looks absolutely perfect. I'm going to add some pepper and a little bit of parsley because that's what mothers do. They like to add parsley, which nobody will eat, but it looks pretty.